Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today I want to give T-Pain his flowers. He, for the first time in his 20-year career, you guys, was asked to finally perform at Coachella, and we got to talk about it. So on YouTube, there are a couple of Coachella channels. There's a Coachella channel that has multiple lives going on at once to highlight who's on the main stage and who's on the different stages, and then you can rewind back and, see certain performances. So I told y'all in my trending topics video the other day that I'd watched the DJ Mustard set. I have not yet watched Missy Elliott, but I did watch T-Pain, y'all, last night. I think he was out earlier in the day, in the early afternoon of it all. Y'all, we got to get into it. So I'm, full disclosure, I love going to concerts. I love supporting artists. Heck, I've been going to old school concerts since I was a kid with my dad. Like, I love attending concerts, right? And I love seeing real musicians, real artists, real songwriters, real bands, playing instruments, like the whole 9 yards. I love all of it. I can't get into a lot of the new music that's out right now. I'm sorry, I can't. It feels so manufactured. It feels fake. There's way too much auto-tune, which is ironic because T-Pain, allegedly, that Jay-Z song, Unalive to Auto-Tune was about T-Pain, right? And it ended his career. And then everybody freaked out years later when T-Pain got on Tiny Desk and was like, listen, look at here, I got real vocals. And it was funny because I guess people were not happy with the Travis Scott set last night and said they preferred T-Pain's. And it was funny because they were like, I think Travis Scott used more auto-tune yesterday than T-Pain did. No, what are you guys saying? You guys are out of order. So nonetheless, y'all, we got to get into the set list. Because I love, again, from, DJs and everything else, I love producers that, have set lists like this because it really shows the creativity and everything else, right? So his song Up, Down, right? He utilized elements of Kendrick Lamar's TV Off and Not Like Us. He performed Cyclone, Two Step. And then, y'all, before he went into Good Life, he did Michael Jackson. He played Michael Jackson's PYT because that's what it samples, right? That's what Good Life samples, which Kanye has done previously in his past concerts. And even when he was on the Coachella set, played Pretty Young Thing, played the whole song, and then when it got towards the end, does the breakdown and then transitions into the Good Life, right? So did his portion, sang Got Money, did Booty Work. Then, y'all, when he did I'm Sprung, you guys, why was there a mashup of the Fugees' Ready or Not? I was like, what? I was like, oh, this is lit. I was so excited, you guys. I was so excited. I mean, it was everything. It absolutely was everything. He also performed Can't Believe It. He also, of course, obviously did Blame It. He did Shorty, the song Plies. Did Bartender. Did I'm in Love with a Stripper. It looked like it was multiracial as far as it looked like the 2 female dancers that he had out there. 1 black woman, and then I wasn't sure who the other one. It was for all audiences, y'all. It was for all audiences, all inclusive, and so. Nonetheless, he also did Kiss Kiss, his song with Chris Brown. Also did, and then he did a couple of covers. He did a couple, because it's Coachella, right? And you have a certain demographic that, is the primary audience, right? So he did Don't Stop Believing. And he's given real vocals. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though a lot of his songs have auto-tune in it, I was not hearing the auto-tune, you guys. And so he did Don't Stop Believin', which is obviously by Journey. Then did Tennessee Whiskey, y'all, as well. And then did an LMFAO cover with Shots. And then also did Pitbull's song Hate Baby, Drop It to the Floor. Did Flo Rida's, obviously, his big song with Flo Rida, Apple Bottom Jeans, Boots with the Fur. Then also did, as well, I'm trying to remember also, when he did I'm Sprung, y'all, mixed it with Juvenile's Back That Bleep Up, y'all. And then before he went into Bartender, y'all, why did the band play a cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire's Fantasy? You know that intro part, you Earth, Wind, and Fire fans? The intro part of Fantasy, that beautiful arrangement at the beginning, y'all. And the reason I know it so well, because I was in choir when I was in high school, and so we would have what was called like a Pops concert at the end of every year, and so one of the years we did Earth, Wind, and Fire Fantasy, and I think I did even one of the I was like one of the dancers at the beginning, but that's neither here nor there. The arrangement that they did, it transitions so beautifully, and this is why I love when I watch producers and writers put together their set list, because it's very different from, and it's no shade to other artists, but you see the creativity of it all. So then also another mashup T-Pain did was with Bartender. He did a mashup with Get Low. And then also, as well, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and then the final songs that he did, so after Snap Your Fingers, did Buy You a Drink, I'm So Hood, and All I Do Is Win, right? So that was the set list. So about like 20-ish songs or so, and I was pleased. Another mashup that I want to get into that he did was a mashup of Rich Baby Daddy. And that was courtesy of the I'm in Love with the Stripper towards the end. Because, Ben that... I almost said the cuss word! Drake, Sexy Red, your song is out of order. But basically that song, Bend That Over, Shake It, whatever, blah, 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 right? And then T-Pain kind of gave like a light twerk a couple of times. He played Ludacris's verse as well for All I Do Is Win. And and I love the mashup of Snap Your Fingers and Buy You a Drink. I just wanted to do this, you guys. Now, what was interesting is T-Pain's outfit, as y'all can see, it was giving like a blinged out Indiana Jones / Inspector Gadget type of setup. And then, he had like when he did Can't Believe It and had like a whole banner for Wisconsin and everything else. But really, the crowd for the most part was feeling it. Now, there was a few times they panned to the crowd where there was a few people that were pretending like they knew the T-Pain lyrics, but they really did not. But for the most part, it was an overwhelming positive reception to T-Pain. And it was a huge respect and a huge ode to his catalog. And he has been a part of so many major hits. He has been a part of, and a lot of his music is aesthetically pleasing. It's aesthetically pleasing. I enjoyed it. I really was impressed with his set list. Now, y'all know I'm going to keep it a buck though. There was some times where I wished, and this could have been nerves, this could have been a situation where this is like, one of the biggest things to happen for him for his career. However, there were times where T-Pain was not singing. And it's one thing if it was, the chorus or whatever. Sometimes people have the backing tracks. However, I felt like at times, especially on certain songs, I felt like he was just like singing over the track, which I'm not too particularly a fan of, because then I feel like we're kind of like in karaoke territory. Now, I don't know if that was the intent of it all, was, maybe you were doing that for breath control to maybe save your vocals for certain portions because you had a big set list, but I was a little bit confused by that. I would have just preferred for you to either sing it all or just only have the backing track for certain portions. But for some of it, for a lot of the set list, I was confused because I didn't know why we just didn't have like the instrumental and the chorus, because there was a DJ there. There was a live band there and there was a DJ there, but Like I gotta keep it a buck. I love the performance, but y'all know I'm not going to be me if I don't keep it all the way a buck about what it is. So there were portions, like I said, where he either just wasn't singing at all, on parts he should have sang, which was like the actual lyrics, like the actual verses of it all. And then I understand for the features, you just want to come in for your part of the feature. But even on some of the features, you weren't even singing like your part of the chorus, which was like the huge part of it. So that was like really my main critique of it all. But otherwise, it was good. I was happy to hear the songs. I was happy to hear the music and everything else. Like, it wasn't lip syncing per se, but I was hoping to just hear, and I heard T-Pain's vocals. His vocals sounded good. I just was confused as far as the track selection in terms of it. Like, there's a difference of having backing vocals for like the bridge and the chorus of song, but like I said, it just felt like the entire track was playing a lot of the times for a lot of the songs, and then he would just kind of pop in and pop out, and I was like what's happening? Like what are we doing? So that is my critique. It is not shading. It is not tearing him down. It is just a critique so that, maybe in preparation for next weekend's set at Coachella, those adjustments can be made. But I just wanted to do this because I felt it deserved its own video. I felt it deserved its own post. I will pin in the comments the link. So here's the thing too. Coachella does not, on the YouTube page, does not separate out the performances. So you basically have to rewind back at a certain point, and I can't even tell you when to rewind back because what they usually do is they'll do like a recap of like whoever the big headliners were the previous day before. So it's like a whole thing. I'm still trying to find Missy's performance. So nonetheless, so there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.